The Bootleg Fire has grown by another 50,000 acres. It's now burning more than 200,000 acres, and firefighters are still struggling to contain any fraction of its violent growth. Thanks for joining us for Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Alicia Rubin.
And I'm Brian Morton. The fire's rapid advance is prompting new evacuation orders in Klamath County and now Lake County as well. Now, much of the growth is due to terrible weather conditions in that area for firefighting, including extreme drought, low humidity, and soaring temperatures. And there's little sign of any relief in the weather forecast in the short term. Fire officials say they're expecting continued rapid spread in the coming days. One fire commander telling us the firefighters, quote, to expect the fire to do things you've never seen before. The fire is threatening 1,900 structures. It's already destroyed 43, including at least 7 homes by latest count.
Now, the fire is burning 15 miles northwest of Beatty. New level 3 GO evacuation orders were put in place this morning for areas of Klamath and Lake counties in the fire's path. You'll see those evacuation orders scrolling at the bottom of your screen throughout this newscast. Here's the latest evacuation map posted by fire officials and law enforcement. Now, the red represents level 3 GO, meaning that you need to leave immediately. Law enforcement in the area says that they are prepared to issue citations and arrest anyone that refuses to leave those level 3 evacuation areas. And as this fire rages on, more and more people are getting displaced. Some evacuees have lost everything.
An evacuation center is now established at the Klamath County Fairgrounds. The Red Cross has set up a shelter there to help the evacuees. Newswatch 12's Adam Shooms has been on the scene there all day. He joins us now live with an update. What's the latest there, Adam?
Well, Brian, Alicia, the latest is I just spoke to a Red Cross worker himself. He had tears in his eyes as he just got the call that his home, his family is under a level 3 evacuation for a fire burning out near Bend. Now, he just left about 5 minutes ago, tears in his eyes, doesn't know what's going to happen to his family, to his home. Now, he has to go save them. Now, a Red Cross worker is going to be evacuated himself. That is just the level of uncertainty that the Bootleg Fire, that fire season brings upon us. You can see the look on these people's faces that they don't know what is going to happen. They don't know what is going to come next. Just the same as these same fire crews that are fighting. All of us here in Southern Oregon, Northern California know all firsthand about fire season, about the uncertainty, about how much destruction it can cause. You can just witness that. I'm in complete shock as he walked away with tears in his eyes, knowing that he just helped people who have been evacuated from this Bootleg Fire. Now he has to go evacuate himself. Back to the reason why I've been here today. The number people have spoken to all about this uncertainty. I spoke to one woman. Her name is Debra. She's been living in Klamath County for more than a year now. She was told by her neighbor that she lost everything. She hasn't been able to go back, and she saw her home of what's left of it. She's just very sad.
The place where I was paid on my house, and they said I had fire insurance, so that's good. I might be able to get another house up there. It's just have to start all over again. That's just, well, at least we're alive. I mean, it could be worse. I could have lost all my animals and everything.
The one thing she tells me is that she said she built her entire home and was preparing for the long winter months for her and her dogs. Now all that hard work is gone in just a matter of months, and now it is time to rebuild. Debra tells me that she will rebuild in whatever it takes and does whatever it takes to get her home, get her back on her feet. She said she does have fire insurance, as you just heard in that interview. Now, coming up when you join us for Newswatch 12 at 6, you hear from another family who had to evacuate and their uncertainty, as well as they don't know what is going to happen in the next couple of days. But for now, we're live at the Klamath County Fairgrounds. I'm Adam Shooms, Newswatch 12.
As we mentioned, firefighters have been unable to make any significant progress with containment and stopping that fire's explosive growth.
Now, to better maximize firefighting resources, officials have split this fire into 2 different zones of attack. Newswatch 12's Daniel Ramirez has been on the scene today talking with fire officials about their strategy going forward. Daniel, what have you learned?
Brian, Alicia, good afternoon. Containment levels for the Bootleg Fire still remain at 0%. And now this comes as the hot, windy and dry conditions have made the efforts to contain the fire only that much more difficult. Now, a new fire started in a nearby area yesterday and led to the evacuation of several residents, Local firefighters, both structural and wildland crews, and air support teamed up and quickly suppressed the 5-acre fire. Looking ahead in regards to containment levels, officials remain hopeful and ready to anticipate a long-term containment process.
It doesn't mean that it's impossible at all. I mean, you look at the big fires that we had in the gorge over the last few years that go for months and months. I was on a fire in California last year, and I think we were the 4th or 5th team in through it. So we just keep rotating the folks in. Once again, 18 miles, flame front, moving 4 miles in that shorter period of time. There isn't anything we can do to stop that except get out of the way.
Meanwhile, on the southern edge of the fire, crews were successful in keeping the main fire out of several populated areas. And coming up on Newswatch 12 at 6, we'll go into more details regarding the evacuation process, including those that might have left pets or livestock behind. But for now, reporting live in Chiloquin, Daniel Ramirez, Newswatch 12.